Hi guys, I'm Ramos, I'm a holistic coach, and this is the third video of a fourth-part series about emotional intelligence. As a neurocoach, I've been teaching these different aspects of emotional intelligence as the base and the root for our healthy habits in general. Because sometimes we adopt some habits that are not healthy for ourselves, like emotional eating, right? Communicating in ways that are disruptive for our relationships, to build up stress and don't know how to put that energy in. So I believe that after being a trainer for 20 years, I've been a yoga teacher for 14 years, and now that I'm a neurocoach, trying to get into the layers of how we can really live a healthy and fulfilled life, it's very important to know how the emotional intelligence supports us in our physical health. So in the other videos that you can check out on my YouTube channel, you would see that the first one is about nonviolent communication, and it's based on a book written by Marshall Rosenberg. It's a really great book that talks about how to be assertive in the way that you communicate so that we can have healthy relationships. The second video is about knowing yourself, self-knowledge, and that process of self-knowledge. How can you identify what you feel and what those core feelings or core emotions are bringing to our life? Which messages are they bringing to our life? So the third element of the emotional intelligence that I can identify as something worth of talking about is healthy boundaries. Okay, so if we want to have healthy boundaries, we have to start with ourselves. For example, if you're a person that feels angry most of the time, or that cannot control their anger, sometimes you have to ask yourself, what does that anger comes from? Because anger is usually telling us that we need to draw a boundary to protect us, to make us feel safe about something. So sometimes taking responsibility for what we do. But I will give you a clear example of this. Is when sometimes people ask for things and we have so many things to do, and then they ask us for one more thing to do, and then we feel angry about that, but we accept that and we don't draw that boundary, but because we want to help and we have good intentions, right? But to a certain point we can do different things in a certain amount of time and with a certain amount of effort, because if not, you will feel drained of energy. And in a case like that, when someone asks you for help, but you accept even though you didn't draw that boundary, anger can arise. So knowing when can we draw those boundaries with love, and we can communicate to the other person that we cannot help them maybe in the specific time that they are asking for, or knowing when to say no, or thinking about a way in which you can fulfill your need and the need of the other person with balance, takes a lot of emotional intelligence. First, about knowing yourself, what you feel, what that emotion brings to you, and how can you make the healthy boundaries that you draw in your life help you keep your energy, your levels of energy. Something that comes often with my clients is that they feel low energy, but when you ask them what are they doing in their daily lives, it's like they're so overwhelmed with so many responsibilities, and some of them they just take them. Some responsibilities you have them because you have no choice, but some others you can really work through the boundaries. You can really delegate things to other people. You can really look for alternatives to be compassionate with yourself and really take responsibility of the things that you accept to do or not, so that you can save the energy for the things that you need to do. to stay healthy, for example, do exercise. Because many people say, oh, I don't have time to do exercise because I have so many things to do. And then you're a victim of your situations. But if you think about it, then how many people have you are you trying to please, or giving you their time and your effort without first giving yourself the time to recharge and to feel healthy and to feel strong and full of energy to give back? This is always a way to give yourself the energy that you need whenever you honor your boundaries, the time that you need, the energy that you need to fulfill the things that are important for you in your life. So maybe make a list of priorities, the things that you are able to give your time and your effort to, and the things where you can work with your healthy boundaries. And if you go back to the first video, you can communicate with the other person and in a non-violent way, and find out a way in which things can work for both of us. And that will also support your goals of having healthy relationships, which is part of a healthy lifestyle. So that is some things that are very important to consider when you start connecting with your emotions, to find the value in them. So whenever you feel anger, understand that you need to draw a boundary somewhere. You have to figure that out first before telling other people. Sometimes you don't even have to tell other people. You have to take a new way of proceeding, or new routines in your life, or different things when you need that time, for example, for yourself, for that effort, so that you can keep your energy and stay healthy. And that will save a lot of time and energy for us that we can put into something productive and healthy and keep developing as a human being. But that's the importance of the feelings, really. So this is things that can be helpful for you, and I hope that you enjoy this topic about healthy boundaries. I can expand a little more if you need to. You can write in the comments. You can like this video. You can subscribe to follow the next videos, and the next video will be about the emotions and how can we develop a healthy way to translate these emotions and the things that we need for other people to understand, and most of all for us to understand ourselves and to do what's best for us. So I hope to see you soon. Subscribe, like, and take care. I hope you can enjoy a healthy lifestyle.